Hey folks, good morning from Dhaka, Bangladesh. Welcome back to the channel once again. Welcome back to my little cave. And today I'm doing a list as usual. Every day list is an important integral part of my routine because these are the ones that you guys like the most. So basically I have picked 15 fragrances today, and some of these are like not some of these are some of my best most reached out fragrances, you can say. And I love them. Sometimes maybe I haven't worn them quite enough in recent times, but I love them. So I'll just give you a glimpse of some of the fragrances I highly recommend. That's one way to look at it. Another thing is I try to pick one fragrance per house. Okay, maybe I have done successfully, but if I haven't, I'm sorry about that. Anyway, so these 15 fragrances are very solid. That's what I'm trying to say. Initially, I put 10, and those 10 were the top 10 you'll see, but I added 5 more from recent times which are really something I'm fond of. Okay, so I added them as well, so you'll see I have reviewed them all. Check them one by one. I'll write down the names. First fragrance I'm going to show you is Kenzo Homme EDT Intense. By the way, time check is 6 a.m. here. I'm wearing one of my favorite Casio watches. So this one, this whole line is epic. I tried this one for the very first time, hearing the fact that this is a Ganymede clone. So Ganymede is one of my favorite fragrances for sure, and that price point I always say is very very high. Apart from the price point, I have nothing against that fragrance. But if I could suggest few alternatives, this is one of the best ones. And there are many other dupes also. They are good, right? So you can get anything that you like at any price point. This is around 65 to $75 right now in Bangladesh. But these are, I know, in many countries can be had for under $60. Extremely good value, great performance, and this fragrance is always interesting. I think this one has more dimension, like some sort of like a blue edge on the top of the Ganymede clone. Ganymede is kind of like this metallic spicy thing going. This one has a marine accord going on, and it's a very good performer throughout the whole year. So first one I'm going to show you, Kenzo EDT Intense. Definitely the whole line is very solid. One of the lines I highly recommend for you to try. Next one I'm going to go, and these are, you can see in a way kind of like a ranking, but all 15 are great in my humble opinion. Next one I'm going to show you from modern times, Givenchy Gentleman, and this is Modern Reserve. A lot of hype around this currently. There are many new ones like the Gentleman line, sorry, Society, and I think there are a few others in this line. So Givenchy is just coming back very strongly in the game with this line, especially. They used to have Givenchy Gentleman only, which I also reviewed almost everything from it. Givenchy's the best thing is they sometimes are very underrated. I like that about them. Not many people proudly say, "Hey, I'm wearing Givenchy Spy" or "Very Irresistible." Sorry, hold on. That nasty cold doesn't just leave. It's just the winter everywhere. It's just stuck. Anyway, so this perfume is now like one of the more crowd favorite in community. Recently, there was a sale going on, and under $80 you could get this fragrance, which was an extremely good value for sure. For sure, it's a great fragrance, and I would say one of the like best winter scents, like boozy, iris, this sort of whiskey thing going, and it has this like sort of like his big brother DHI connection as well. But I really like it. It's very modern, it's long lasting, and this fragrance is very sexy. Givenchy Gentleman Reserve Prive. And then next one is something I picked from Paco Rabanne line, Invictus line, and I picked this one for a reason. Okay, let me show you what this is. This is Invictus. Oh man, the whole name nowadays is just difficult to remember. This is Paco Rabanne Invictus Parfum. I think that's the name, not Elixir or V or those, right? So this is my second favorite from the Invictus line. Original, I mean the OG for me is currently the Invictus Elixir Victory Elixir. That one is my most favorite. Got this uh, like a kind of like a powdery, sweet, and very beautiful scent. That one is kind of like gourmand as well, kind of like tropical coconut thing going on in there. This one brought back few Invictuses together. Okay, what are those? First of all, Invictus Legend. Okay, I had that fragrance. I mean, bottle is finished. I have few sprays left of this perfume. You can see few sprays left. I am reminded of it every now and then, which was one of the best Invictus flankers. But after that, they also had Invictus. Like before this, there's Invictus Aqua, a little bit of original Invictus. So few Invictuses put together in one. This smells so good. This smells like kind of like a bad boy, like a DNA, a little bit of Invictus, that legend DNA, and a little bit of Invictus Victory Elixir DNA, which is beautiful. The bottle is very dynamic. I'm giving this a try. This is kind of like a freshie that I like in winter. Okay, so that's the third one. Fourth one is something I had a battle between this and Hawas Black, because Hawas Black I'm featuring is just obvious. It's just like a fragrance. It's like a dumb rich sort of fragrance. Any day I recommend this. Hawas Black is one of the best in the market right now in terms of value, performance, smell, and compliments. This is just a dumb rich. So I can tell you that's a great one too. But this one is a bit more interesting in terms of scent profile, which is also a beast mode fragrance. This is French Avenue Royal Blend Nero. I want to get the original Royal Blend, but at this moment, I bought quite a few fragrances. I think I have to let go of some. Maybe today I'll have a sale or something, and then maybe I'll get that, because you have to have balance when you buy. This fragrance, the presentation from A all the way to Z, every single thing about this fragrance I love. Some people said it's a dupe of something different than Khamra or Angel Share, but I would say similar to Khamra, but more niche or polished version. And what I mean by that, it's like Khamra itself is good, very long lasting, affordable. This thing is $10 more than Khamra. And if you see my review and if you see some of the other reviews, you'll see bottle is just stunning. I just love this bottle design. It's just unbelievable. The fragrance stays for a very long time, and I really like the sweetness of it. It's just like if you like sweet fragrances with a little bit of dark booze, this is it. Okay, and I think $40 it costed me. Like it's one of the best buys this year for me. So definitely check it out. Royal Blend Nero. I wear this a lot when I think of like what fragrance is going to last a long time in winter. So maybe create some more space because I have a few more bottles coming up. Okay, so the next one is perhaps one of the best designer releases, if not the best this year. And I keep showing this. This is so good. Hugo Boss bottled Absolu. My I think the other one is what, the elixir, right? I have Victory Elixir, but not Victory Elixir. What is called Triumph of Elixir, but I don't have the elixir. Elixir also smells amazing. So Elixir and Absolu, two of the best flankers from Hugo Boss line, any day. I just love what they did with the bottle. At the base it looks like Givenchy's Reserve Prive. Kind of got this gourmand touch to it, kind of caramelish color. So this is being compared to niche fragrances nowadays, and longevity, lasting power on this fragrance. Even though I paid $90 for it, I mean, you back in the days, Hugo Boss wouldn't dare ask for that much money, but nowadays they're giving you quality. Yeah, they're asking for a lot of money, but if you buy a tester in 4 or 5 months, I think the price will go down. Amazing fragrance. Hugo Boss bottle, Absolute, one of the best buys this year. It featured many of my lists. So now going back to classics, this 10, the next 10 were the original list. Okay, and I added this last five after, it was like afterthought, but these top 10 have been some of my best. More, when I think of these fragrances, I really think these are my best. Confidence booster, smells rich, and just like a premium class. Okay, so number 10, I'm going to show you Tom Ford Beau de Jour. Okay, it's a classic already, and Beau de Jour itself, they used to have this in their niche line or upper class line of a private blend, and then they made it a designer version. And I would like to say thanks to Tom Ford. If you enjoyed this thing, Zeno by Davidoff, okay, you definitely would like Beau de Jour. Beau de Jour is so much more polished. It's not as dark as the Zeno, but longevity is crazy. I think they have quite a few number of lavenders used in it, and I will tell you the brilliance of this perfume. Two notes I don't like in fragrances that much. One is lavender, other one is rose. So the companies of the fragrances, they manage to make me like those two notes based perfumes. It tells a lot, right? So this one is a very polished, high class. I have quite a few barbershop. This is one of my most favorite, and it's very elegant. It has some spices attached to it, very clean and fresh vibe. I highly recommend this. If you've never tried it, try Tom Ford Beau de Jour. Very classic, elegant, timeless fragrance. Next one, a modern day masterpiece, big bottle, Jean Paul Gaultier La Malle Parfum. This fragrance, always this bottle attracts dust. I don't know why, because it's dark bottle like this, that's why. So this is my most favorite Jean Paul Gaultier flanker, period. Okay, like La Malle flankers. I used to enjoy Ultramel a lot. There was an era. La Malle Elixir is good. And there are quite a few other lamals which are very, very nice, including the original OG. But this one, imagine in designer game, this smells like not something very different. Okay, I would not say La Malle Parfum smells like the most unique. No, this reminds me of at least 10 other fragrances which are great. Okay, and it has notes like pear, lavender, vanilla, I think maybe leather also, iris, cardamom. Man, these notes you find in some of the sexiest fragrances like Lanvin de L'Homme up there. It's also of my favorite. But if I love something over Lanvin de L'Homme, like more boost or more oomph to it performance wise, this is the one. This fragrance is definitely one of the best. Always highly recommend you get a 200 ml of it. Okay, La Malle Parfum, one of my most complimented fragrances and very sexy, very, very sexy. It's a 10 out there. Next one, talking about 10s. DHI, I mean, if you don't have DHI, you need to get DHI in your collection. And I don't think I should explain. Everybody knows about Dior Intense. It's the sexiest fragrances ever, one of the sexiest fragrances ever. And I never seem to be like bored of it. Whenever I spray it, I feel like no niche can beat this. But yeah, that's just a sentiment. Different people feel differently. Some people feel this fragrance is bit touch feminine or metrosexual, which is not their cup of tea. But I like Dior Intense. Amazing, amazing cacao, chocolate, irisy, lipsticky fragrance. Okay, now next one. This one is the one people will be surprised. I mean, the rest of them, they're fine. When they see this, they are not going to expect it because this is one of my most favorite DNA. Let me show you what this is. This is Gorse by Laboratory Perfumes. I bought this year. I was saying yes, no, yes, no. Initially, this fragrance was like $85, like few years back. Now, go and check the prices on this, okay? It's going towards crazy $200. And that's not why I bought it. This fragrance is very, very, very good replacement of the vintage, like Virgin and Water by Creed. If you know Virgin and Water, it's one of my most favorite Creeds, but it's now way out of my budget. Okay, I'm never going to buy those 100 mls. They are watered down. But this thing is a beastly fragrance. Amazing balance between the coconut and the lime. It's sweet, it's boozy, it's fresh. And I was going to pick maybe apple brandy over this today, but apple brandy is also good. But this thing is just something exotic about it. It's holiday in a bottle, okay? Gorse, okay? Laboratory Perfumes. Now we're going to move a little bit this way because I am running out of space. Yep. Okay. So next one is one of my all-time winter hits, but sadly this fragrance has been reformulated. And when I say reformulated, their performance has gone down significantly. If you can get older batch, that's only time I highly recommend this. This is Nishane Ani, very old bottle. Okay, and the name sort of came off a little bit. This is one of those niche perfumes I really enjoyed. Okay, this one in Hachibat I used to layer sometimes just to get mad notice from everybody. Is just a blackcurrant, citruses followed by beautiful vanilla. And vanilla is not my favorite note, trust me, but I still love this. Nishane Ani number 6. So what are my top 5? Let's go. Top 5, I'll start with this one. Portrait of a Lady by Frederic Malle. This fragrance, again, I was talking about rose. If someone did rose right, this is it. Okay, Dominique Ropion is just a master perfumer. I I do enjoy. Sorry, when I speak, it causes disturbance. When I say I like rose, sometimes means I'm looking at Declaration d'un Soir. Some of the Aramis like Aramis Devino 900. I forgot which one that was. So few rose-based fragrances are really, really nice. This is one of them. And the longevity from this is just you don't even ask, okay? You pay a lot of money to get this kind of performance, man. This fragrance, you literally need 2 sprays. Everybody notices and it changes from time to time. It's a masterpiece. Portrait of a Lady. Very close to my second favorite would be Master of Jour, okay? So number 4. Creed's Royal Oud. Man, I ran out of space. I have 3 more fragrances. Hold on, I need to make a little bit more space. Yeah, I still don't have space. Sorry, should have been a top 10 list. That would be great. Anyway, so Royal Oud for me is the best Creed ever. If you actually enjoy high class spiciness and woody spicy fragrances, this is not the best. I think there's another one called Woods and Spices, and my second favorite from this house is Viking. Okay, alongside some of the other ones which are also great, but just Creed's this bottle. Okay, hunt it down if you can. This is worth paying the money. Royal Oud is amazing. Okay, number 3. These are all my favorite fragrances. Naxos, a bit older bottle, as you can see, orange color juice. The new ones, if you buy, you're gonna see yellow colored juice. If you let it sit in a collection for at least a year, it will get to this point. And I have enough juice left for me. This is basically, people call this a niche version of pure heaven. I would say both are great. Naxos is just like a bit more, like polished. Pure heaven is also great. This thing is like 100 out of 10. Okay, so Naxos by Xerjoff. Number two and number one, very difficult choices to make, because these two are both uh, masterpiece. Okay, but I'll still show you my favorite Kilian Angel Share. Many people, as I told you, love black to black, back to black, or back to black, Black Phantom, the Skull, and there are many others. Okay, Kilian fragrance, they're endless. But for me, for some reason, the dark Kilians don't attract me that much, because I live in such a place. It's not suitable to wear those. There's a fragrance called single malt. I love that. Cannot wear it. So Angel Share is everything. I show you the Royal Blend Nero, and I also show you Angel Share. Shows my love for this fragrance. Boozy, sweet, honey, oak. It's like, it's yummy. It's something I would love to drink, and I think there's a 100 ml bottle. I'm looking to get one of those bottles very, very soon. Now, finish with number one today. This is my most favorite fragrance at this moment in my collection for a very long time, since I got it. Amouage Royal Tobacco. Check out my review, how much I loved it, how much I cared for it, how much I uh, raved about it. There are reasons, why these fragrances are all great, and I rate them like 10 out of 10 in any day. Okay, so check them out. If this review or video kind of, got you interested, if you are missing one or two from there, I would highly suggest for you to go and sample them. There's no harm in that. A little bit of an investment always goes a long way. Have a nice day. Thanks for watching. I'll see you soon, and signing out from here. Bye bye.